In honor of Valentine's Day coming up, let's talk about the history of online dating. So, Kiss.com and Match.com were the first online dating platform. This is an example of what a dating site would look like in the late 90s. Either way, they were not dating on mobile devices. They had these bulky computers with desktops and all, and they had to sit at a desk. The internet was slow. um Things were not as instant, and there was a lot more clicking that had to be done to navigate, so therefore it was just not as convenient or as easy or accessible to even get in touch with people. I think we went wrong they when dating apps got lazy and we started focusing on bigger profile pictures and not centering biographies and people's religious beliefs, political beliefs, all of that. And I'm talking about the rise of the time where Hot or Not comes out, Tinder comes out, and we start seeing swipe apps on mobile devices. There are even some dating platforms that do not have biographies, that do not ask your political beliefs, that do not ask what type of relationship you're looking for, that do not ask your sexuality. It's just your profile picture and swipe left, swipe right. This is an example of what I mean. Now, you can tap the profile picture to see the bio, I think, or you can nowadays on Tinder, this is like the old version, or you can even scroll down. But what I mean is they just center appearance. And it makes it really easy for people who do not want to find genuine connection and just want to find a hookup. But the thing that irritates me about these dating platforms is that they sell specifically to women, they sell like, oh, this is a dating app, find your person. But really, the user interface does not give that. It's the user interface that tells that, it's not the company. This is another example. This is the Hot or Not app. Um, yeah, rating people solely based off look. So, mobile online dating apps, their user interface actually makes it harder, and it takes so much longer for you to find somebody you're actually interested in because the swiping is so tedious. And most of the people that you're going to swipe, it's going to be left. Let's be honest. The other thing, too, Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, they don't necessarily match you, they don't use your data, and they don't use the algorithm to match you with people who are compatible with you. So when you put in your religious beliefs, when you put in do you drink socially, when you put in your age, even when you put in your political beliefs, your personal identity, they don't give you people that match that unless you pay for it. Now, that's just not fair. That's just not fair. Now, I don't know how true this is because I have not been using Hinge for years, but I do remember a woman saying that Hinge had not always had the figuring out my dating goals option because it was just a dating app where you were just supposed to be an intentional dater and be an adult and know how you want to date and be able to be honest about that. And that kind of makes me very upset because it literally is just showing that mobile dating apps are just lazy. They're not accessible, they're convenient, and they're just hookup apps, essentially. I think that if we want to see improvement in online dating, we need to bring back the excitement and the effort of online dating. I have said this in previous videos before when I talk about the internet and social media platforms, there was a lot more effort and there was a lot more patience that had to be had because once again, these bulky devices, slower loading times, things were not always instant, right? It's accessible, it's just too accessible, it's just too convenient, and I think that is where we had went wrong. I think online dating can be a beautiful thing. I think it should be fair. I think if you're going to take people's information, you can at least take their information for good and help them find a person. And not just for romance, but literally for friendships as well. We need dating sites that center biographies. Yes, centers people's appearance as well, what you like to do, who you are, your identity, because they all intersect. On early online dating platforms, there was no swiping. Like you could kind of even you could see multiple people. There was multiple, you could see multiple people. So those swiping data dating apps, they make it really hard on purpose, and it's just such an easy cash grab too. If you think about it, it's actually pretty genius because it makes you stay on their app longer, and they can show you more ads, and that helps them get paid more. Dating sites can be fun, dating sites can be helpful, but I think that we should take a different approach to how they're made. You know, it's too quick, it's too easy, and it shows you who the apps are really for. Who's going to be on an app where it's just so easy and it's just so quick to log on.